Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
At first, we hit your gadgets with our state-of-the-art digitalized mobile studio with the debate on the road behind the wheels. Later, we launched our magnificent studios located on Plot 1A, Sawagude Close, Lukulinanganda, Machindye, Kampala, where we bring to you our must-watch shows like The Mighty Drive, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m., Hotline, Mondays, 7 p.m. As for legal matters, Twins at Bar, Tuesdays, 11 a.m., Wednesdays, 6 p.m. is Afro-Caribbean Link, where we connect Africa with the Caribbean. Voltage on Thursdays, 7 p.m., featuring a youthful panel. Interface with Dr. Kiza Besije every Friday, 12 p.m. with his call to action against injustices. Snap Talk, Saturdays, 6 p.m. with the trio. A must-watch, The Political Dice, Sundays, 8 p.m. with the duo that never stammers, and so much more. Watch us live on all our social media platforms. We are the Alternative Digitalk. Real issues, real talk.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Yes, mukulikeyo mukumulamu konze ebiga Matthew Karuhanga nzaba okuba yetondera kubanga tubuuseeko network yaffe ebadde eri mu kututawaanya wano ne wali naye kirungi tukomyewo. Tugeredde mukumulamu nga ndi ku kibuuzo ky'omwami Kamoga Franklin Gooding webale kubanga otulava okuva e San Francisco kyassanyu nnyo. Obadde oyagala omwami ono Timothy akuddemu ku nsonga y'abavubuka ba NUP wabuuziza nti alowooza ki ku bavubuka ba NUP. Ekibuuzo kyo wakimaze kibadde kiwanvu naye sigenda kukimalayo kubanga kirina engeri gye kivoolamu y'ensonga lwaki sigenda kukimalamu. Olowooza Frank akyabuuziza ekiddamu otya kiki olowooza ku bavubuka bano aba National Unity Platform?
Ekisooka nzikiriza nti balina ensonga ze boogerako ezitatambula bulungi mu ggwanga awo tukkiriziganya and nabo baagala change baakulaba nga ebintu bikyuka mu ggwanga lino baagala kulaba nga ebintu bifuuka better so awo tukkiriziganya just that we stakkiriziganya nabo is the mode of operation nze ndowooza nti tulina engeri endala gye tusobola okuhandlingamu zino issues of which zabatakkiriziganyaamu nze ndowooza nnyo mu dialogue because buli kimu kitandika mu dialogue. We have been of course but I understand why they act that way because of the frustrations that have become too much because usanga nga abamu bambi families are missing you know breadwinner wakavuddewo. I understand those frustrations but nze ndowooza we can still sit down and design other ways of handling these issues.
But you know, all opposition, just even away from NUP, they no longer believe in that dialogue.
I know.
Many believe that when you dialogue with Mr. Museveni, it's not actually a dialogue between two people. He's the one dictating what to dialogue upon.
That is, I think that is a wrong misconception. It's a wrong misconception. Manyi nalaba nnyo ndanyina shows ntero laba nalaba mwami Mao much yali honorable Namboze nagambo mwami Museveni bwotuula naye n'oyogera naye you end up taking byakugamba gwe nova ku mulamwa but sikiza nti kituva ate mwami Mao yagamba no me I sit with this man and debate just that abantu bagenda gamba but era yamala nasala because ndowooza sometimes government walabange you can't fight it. Sit down and work with them. Ndowooza yange tutuule bagambe nze ndowooza zino alternatives just that sometimes when you sit with them bakulebolinga nga omuntu alidde bagamba go walidde and which is wrong. Nze ndowooza well you know like the saying goes there's so many ways of Thank you. So sometimes if you don't go the radical way, there are other ways. Just as I think avuka banaffe balaba ekyo agamba era kyemaina mbu banampulira nga njoge twagamba gwe oli omu nabo but no. Nze ndowooza bwe tutuula tusobola okudesigninga other ways. And I saw the school they started. Simanyi, I don't know.
School of leadership?
Those are things that we young leaders need. Academies, where is it? What academy? Uganda Democracy Academy, owned by NIMT. These are things, these academies young people need to be part of. Okulabanga batuwumba. Batu packaging, okulaba nti we know what is going on in the country and how to maneuver. So, simanyi content ze basomesa yo ne kanswe content mulungi.
Sebo tebasomesa just for point of information. Esomero bali galawo.
I'm sorry. Another police went and said mutuwe syllabus bitemu. But me I believe nti singa cause walamwezo academies mutujja information and knowledge on how to handle certain issues.
But icho kyogerako kirungi nnyo. Naye it's like our government kagenderera okubanga tetuyiga nnyo ku bukulembeze. Because we used to have a study of civics, I hear, because I did not even get the privilege of studying it. Never abakuru baffe bali bagamba mbu basomesanga civics, basomesanga
political education.
Ne katukyabirabawo bagamba mbu oba kaali kagendera okubirekeraawo. Okuzimba breed weight.
I'm a student of political education, more level. Well, political education was teaching us about nationalism, kwagala ggwanga lyo na history ya ggwanga because tosomanga ko kulembeze or kulembeze wachuka butya, but it was basically about our political history, which I think if you're a young man out there wants to know these things, you can still get to know these things. Saka tukosenga excuse because information is out there.
Because YouTube is.
Webale no butabuno jebuli muzi bookshops. I know a teacher, yansomesa political education. Actually, no tabu jebuli, so sagala tukosenga excuse because this information is out there. If you want to know the presidents that have ruled this country, it is open, it is there. You get. So you sandi agadegama nti maybe government ekikosanga kagenderere kulaba nti no, that is not true. But in the chendo we can sit down and have a better conversation.
So we got the style of Norbert Mao and DP. We are working with them.
Let me tell you, I believe it's the way to go. Kubanga labayo, tuganyulwamu ki okugenda ne tulwana twekuba batukubetiya gasi tuganyulwamu ki. Yet if we are a group of young smart people who say, hey, look here, tuze ono wachibina kino twagala kwogera nammwe, these things can work. Ate bikola bitya singa tuba tugenze mu nteeseganya etali ya blame game.
Teri kusonga nno.
Webali. Because nebali bajabira bagambe, oh, okay. Walwende nsonga eno. Nebo tugenda nga tugenze ku blaminga. Mwakola bino ne gwoyagala wetajawulira. Because naye alokinga obwongo. And if you want to have a productive dialogue, mwena mwina kukakana. And actually, into a bagamba byata iPod, byanga ego. Now, when ego comes in play, nothing can be real. Temswa ku kintu kyonna. So it's until we all calm down. We say now, bibadeo, can we have a constructive conversation? What can we do to change? Twina masterclass twatandise ko yavuka just limited to young people to want to make up so kubeera enroll, but nkubiza avuke out there tusome ebitabo. You know, there's a lot of knowledge in books. Omanyi muzungu yagamba oyaga kweka kintu mufirika kiteke mu kitabo. There's a lot of knowledge in these books. Era ndoza okumu kimu kyetugenda gezaako okukola. Era Mr. Primus owa NIMD ne Professor Professor Utash ndoza tugenda funayo kyetukola with youth parliament. So engeri gye tukunganya abavubuka to have them read these books and get knowledge.
Book reading clubs.
Kubanga nze ndowooza. You see, when you start reading and widening your knowledge, the way of changing things is not actually through that radical way.
It's not narrow.
You now start viewing things at a wider broad and knowing that if I want to cause change,
I can do this.
This and that. So olumungamba it is because of ignorance. Yes. That's why Fetulos are the only way to cause these changes. You know, being radical, opposing, but oppose while bringing an alternative. Well, I know they bring alternatives, but
Some don't.
Okay, but
Many don't.
But I don't believe that radicalism of going to the streets and what is actually the way to go.
Exactly. By the way,
kubanga bwabagamba nti because money we're talking about, do you know how much money is spent coming down na kwekalakasa? It's a lot of money. Because we musika have more allowance. Like it is a lot of money we spend in those things. Yet if we sit down, sente zijja gendeyo. Yes, mulimu corrupt officials. Can we sit down and say, Mr. President, look here, there is this person and this person and this person? Because we're to a collective voice. So we're reaching on something very big. Never to mukurumangana tetuja tukayo. Exactly. We will not reach there. So avoka, back to his issue. Avoka banu, I'm not against them. I believe everybody frustrated enough for Etuule. But then those are tweet about kuchusamu ko mungeri jetu handling ino.
Ate no kuvuma abavuka wenyu people vuma nnyo. Especially when you disagree with them.
Of course sibona sagala nti bona bavumi no sibona. But like I said, bavuma because they're frustrated, yes. But nzendoza we can still sit down and get other ways. Okay,
we also have an issue of Uganda that is divided, especially along tribal basis. This thing has not been there. It's cropping up. A certain group of people from a certain area now looked at. When you hear people like the Karuhangas of this world, I know. And to some extent, they don't
know that.
They don't know that.
I know.
How do we deal with this? Because it's further deepening the gap between the young people. I think I think to no tribe, no what, better.
Manyi bitwe biruma. Biruma okulaba nti abavuka bandibadde tuula ffenna twandiza okwedividinga over tribal lines.
Along tribal lines.
You get? And there's this misconception of people thinking, as long as you look like a Westerner, you're very okay. They actually think you can get a phone and call the president. Yet it's not true. So and let me tell you, people are using those lines. People that are trying to divide us. Because now, one, they have their own interests. Bane bagwa bagamba wanokuitawo nyina kukozesa tribal card, which is wrong. And yet, if we want to cause change, everything a bit bali. Kubanga it's affecting our tribe endala, which affecting omulala. It's affecting our dini endala, which affecting our dini endala. So why do we go that way? Why not say, look here? Because, I mean, we are all Ugandans at the end of the day. Nembera wa tribe, ndi muna Uganda. Because wajagamba nkulidde wano, bazalide mabazalidde wano, nanga bana ngera beera wano. So why do you sideline me? But why? You get? Yet, issues, I mean, mafuta bwegeyongera affecting ffenna. Omugaati bwegeyongera affecting ffenna. So, ate otuddamu ebyo tuva ku main goal ne tudda kulira abantu bayisaawo ebyabwe ne babbe ggwanga lino nga tulimu ebyo tumukwekuba yet fa avuka bande badde batwa tugambe hey omubbi wuli tumukwate tuzze eno so nze ndowooza
oba balina valid point nga certain people from certain areas be bali obulungi
si bonna it is just a small cocoon of people and now it's so unfortunate maybe those people are from a certain area but si bonna. And I can tell you, even people who are not from that area who are still looting this country.
Exactly.
They're there.
True.
You get. True. But now, because some certain individuals want to kuisa obiyawe, they paint that picture. Sagala tanga kumenya bintu wano na hii we all know. You get. So can we stop being hoodwinked? Because these people are hoodwinking us to follow the right channel. Sorry, to follow the wrong channel. Yeah. You get? They come here with wink as mudeli bakole byabwe muzuke ngo budde bugenze. So nze ngabavubuka.
Mwe mukyali mbumulu.
Webale ate bitatuyamba. Ebitatuyamba. You get ebitatuyamba. So can we sit down? Ate kyensawa n'abakulembeze baffe aba different political parties in different actually abakulembeze aba different political parties n'abakulembeze abavubuka. Can we not preach hate? Can we not preach division? Can we preach obumu? Kubanga bana bakama baffe bagenda bana bakulu baffe bagenda vambine ebifo. So tugenda kukolagana tutya.
Uganda is still here.
Ate ngamba abantu amu we do not have to be friends. We don't have to be friends to work together. Exactly. We don't have to be after we go sit and no. Can we have a common cause together? What's the common cause? Uganda. how are we going to make this country a better place? Let's sit, let's have these ideas, let's implement these things.
Exactly. Uganda, yokka style.
You get
Uganda first.
The more we start having such open minds, friendship.
Exactly.
So can we start as us not being friends, but can we start as colleagues? Can we make things work? Then from there, Uganda. Then to them divisions abantu have to take them. Never to not them divisions. Told you to get agenda.
Exactly.
I'm not against political parties because we political party ina ideologies zayo ina bikiriza mbyanjalo ku political parties endala naye yes tubere nabyo naye tuleme kubeera na division.
But you've even brought out another view. Are these political parties relevant today? Because Zendaba, the idea of political parties was a uniting body, a caravan to take power. That was prior to independence. Right now, political parties is that relevant to the politics of today, especially, let me be real, with the dispensation that has been in power for over 38 years. Political parties no longer have identity. They are all divided. Political parties. There's tuned ideology. Kati amazima political party kwa nalabye lwaki nkubuuza kino ekibuuzo kati because twalabye wali abayawukanye ku bannaabwe nabo ne bagenda tandika political party tunena kutula mbu eno political party ina ideology ki it feels like they are just conniving because they have been disenfranchised by some people so ne begatta like a group of selfish people in my particular to start up something. There is no vision to it. It's just let's connive to fight them. So Nenchileta Kweno question really, are they relevant today?
It goes back to what I was saying about Sigamanto Obukulembeze where your party were in power for so long, no. But into a proper vision, Chifa. Like I said, I'm not against anything. But in Sanganga maybe umutandisi wa kanamegende kanzame chuzomenti. Relevance, are these political parties still relevant? Yeah, I'd say the answer is both yes and no. Imagine the political parties zitandikiwa abantu abana their own interests. So the issue of whether they are relevant or not, Sandy agade debating nyoneze nandigambe muvuka aliye before you enter any political party. So finding out their values. Do they resonate mu byokirizamu? Because zitandikiwa abantu ate buli muntu abayina chanonya webale nnyo. So wengo muvubuka aliyeyo eyo political party, does it resonate nebyoyagala okukola nebyokirizamu? In those discussion yandibadde awo bwolabanga resonating nebyokkirizamu then joining. Bwolanga resonating nabyokkirizamu gireke kubanga at the end of the day we are all human beings. Ate tewali kise ggwanga nga greed.
Exactly.
Greed has become so bad to the point that abantu bansova kumulamwa because banoonya
nsimbi.
And ate abantu batandika oyingiramu eyo mentality abatalina kyaluzinga. Kitange yangamba nga omuntu atatya kuswala muntu mukyamu nnyo because atalina kyafiirwa. They can do anything. So greed weyingiramu awo bintu byonooneka. So kiyinza ogamba ku issue ya are these political parties really relevant? Ekyo nze nkirekedde bavubuka. Because wabavubuka abakkiriziganya mu change, wabavubuka waba batagikkirizaamu, waba bakkiriza ebyabwe. So you just look for a party that resonates with what you believe in, then move with that. Because at the end of the day, what you believe in is what actually guides you.
Yes, kati kwe kikyokkirizaamu genda n'ekyo kyokkiririzaamu. Waliwo ekibuuzo ekirala agambe help me ask Timothy. He doesn't believe in street demonstration, but it seems it's the language our government hears.
No. I don't know. It's not the language they hear. No. It's not the language they hear.
No, but it's on record. Every time the people protest, there is change. Whatever semblance of demonstration.
But let me ask you.
Nobody reacting. I have never seen a reactionary government like the NRM.
No, let me ask you. But if you want to go that way, change eyo ebeerawo permanently oba
era oluusi ebeera just kukubaganyawo just kugattagattawo
then bamala ne babayita ne bafuna gwe babuliisa musirika but talking about fundamental changes want things that are actually going to work. Like I said, like have you said, do you know the power that young people have if we actually united and smart and we sit and say, hey, this is it. Agamba and njalo chitegere ate government wera abantu abali united we batu ate beerwanisa because now those are the threats.
Yes.
You get? Now, mfocho okudde eri okwekalakaasa katule tuorganize tugambe tetuze kulwana namwe but we want to give alternatives.
Okay.
Still the checks and balances tugambe wano mutereze because tali muntu acha kino kitwale ne bane mukyalawo ng'akoze ensobi kwa girlfriend nakola ensobi nojjanga blaming ngo yombo they don't take it, they get defensive. They get defensive. But how about you? Change. Ngamusanga muri mu good muzunga negundi kino labo otya kino tukyusa wantu tukyusa wali individual term.
You speak out of good
now now I tell you, that is what people first people know the power of that na ye baga nabamba batanso kiremesa because they're benefiting from buno buvuyo okitegeera so they now fight so that we do not
unite.
You get so yet yatinze ndoza to uniting twina binyo etsobola okola bingi nnyo
kale tewali buzibu azizi ne dakika obulayi 14 atubenga tuva mu kifo kino sigenda kuvawo nga sikubuziza ku the tweeting general. I want what is your take on people in layer in uniform taking part in political aspirations, making political statements, and in this time round to the person of the CDF, Mr. Mhozka Inerugaba, who doubles as the first son, by the way. He's a CDF, he's an advisor on special operations, but he's also, he's a man who's wearing uniform. Do you agree with his, or what do you think about the statements he's making of his social medias?
This is my view. We need to remember that General Muhoozi is still a human being. That's one. He's so passionate about the issues that are happening in this country. Atenga, like I saw, how did you join leadership? Now in Ebiala, bitali bitufu, be going wrong.
Of course.
The issue of why he is involving into political discussions that he's supposed to be a neutral human being is another topic. But can we also look at it in the angle of nalaba olwe bitateredde naye muntu ate wowe ine ensigo y'obufuzi mundamu gwe like bwe bintu otaba na control over you find yourself making certain statements. Webale kaitamu you get so and the fact that he's the first son chimanyi yakula abakitabe byakola you get I know
atafena twagala kuberanga batata
ate atojja kwesanga nga nafe twakulanga twaberanga na batata fe ugina ku mulimu gwe usanga ne yakulanga na kitabe ngabere ku state house alaba how things move and he thinks there is another way of how things should move so nze ndowooza naye muntu wadde kama ne kaitamu which I think doesn't techiri mateeka naye kasita byayogera sichwanti bina hambye because nga sichwanti bina ate omuntu ku street gwe biri mu kutuga
nda naye olwo yayogera ko wano tyagenda ku attackinga Kenya
no you see like any young person out there amanyi if you know social media sometimes it take out into coverwadi you know and you see as if you use Twitter sometimes it causes engagement on your account so but you know it's really he can't do that na yachimai but usaba yagala nakulaba what people think about it like you get but it's not something
then you poke the beat
yeah you get it's more of just poking so sanjaga to twalenga bintu be too serious
but this man is
just that people say with his position we wouldn't be. But
and many soldiers are looking at him, and he's doing this.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, as the mother cow chews, the calf is also seeing.
I know. True. But in the Mundo was a young. We all know he knows what is supposed to be done. So, can we first look at? Let's first leave those tweets as Ogiraku attacking. But mu byayogera ebimu mulimu ensa oba temuli nsa
oluusi ebeeramu nnyo
so can we concentrate
n'ebibi abyogerako
webale can we concentrate ku nsa gyayogera katunuliyo issue waliwo issue gyayogerako entuufu oba teriiwo bweba teriiwo then katumuhandling kati bwambi byayogera temuli kyamakulu then ndowooza twali mutunde mugende naye bwaba byayogera nga mulimu ensa so ndowooza si kikyamu kiri ekirala ekyokuba nti ali mu uniform is another discussion and I believe waliwo amateeka agayina omuhandlinga so I will leave that to
he looks like he's above the law though
no one is above the law no one is above the law
so this country some people are more equal than others
no era ekyo nsaba tukirekere abakulu cause waliwo sector ino handlinga ebuka tukibalekere cause I know bakiraba and chamanyi they have these discussions you get so can we concentrate ku issue ya mulimu enso batemuli
is there a problem if he wants to take power
it's not easy Uganda and
why do Ugandans feel like it's a bad thing if he took power
well like I said buli muntu anendowooza of course ambagamba mutano wa president okulembeza bujja kuba bwansikirano bate bujja bwansikira bwajja okujja bwanaaba asazeewo okujja nga president kyemanya gyayingira akalulu so ajja kuba taze mu kalulu ajja kuba tefuse monarchy yansikirano that's one two abantu ambagamba bwaba wakujja mu kalulu asooka resigning which I know kasebe kanaatuuka ajja resigning ajja bivaamu because tosobola kujja mu kalulu ng'otekyali serving olaba ne ba public servants you can't even stand in any political position if you still you get so amateeka we gali bw'anaaba asazeewo okujja ajja resigning ayingira akalulu yes
okay tewali buzibu kama nga tumaliriza roadmap ya kisanja kyo wahintinzeeko n'ogamba ogenda kukola nnyo ku accountability bintu ki byabyo tuba tukusuubiramu especially for rural young people wagambye mujja tambuzanga zino regional sittings that's good naye tuba empowerinze batya kuba bano abavubuka abali mu byalo ekisooka bategeera ebigenda maaso naye ate bye basinga okubeera affected by poverty because most of them balima bulimi kyalimye kyalya some of them can even spend a month nga takutte ku ssente and that's a reality in this country how do we empower these people mwina plan ki yaabwe
the beauty about the National Youth Parliament is we have development partners. But when the government of Uganda, they don't run all programs. Sometimes centers is better way. Sometimes we are constrained by the budget, but we get development partners to come on board. Ministries in Jaulo. Sometimes when they want to implement certain things, to find other partners. Now, for it to buy in ground, because parliaments, there's no regionals. There's so many organizations that come on board. So the advantages of tuina anti zino organizations that tuina because there's so many issues that we can talk about.
Yes, so
more issue about education. So many organizations that can actually help in that sector. More issue yamas because regions as let's say like the east, the north, by issue yamas clean water. They don't have access to clean water. Well, we have so many organizations we can partner with to make sure we increase how clean water is actually accessed by these people. Yes. So, it's already in Daba, we already have most of these things at our disposal. We just have to act. And we have to act intentionally. Because at the end of the day, if you're a leader and you're not intentional, so it first has to start with us being intentional about issues, about wanting to cause these changes. So already, me and my speaker, we already intentional leaders. That's why Battle Rwanda, because they see capacity in us, and we also want to see people better at the end of the day. We also want to see young people out there having a change. So advantage between we have these people around us, and I know by the time it's time for Chinagwera chapa tukozewe change awo.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Kale mukama wange. Ngatumaliriza maybe bichi byotero nyumirwa. We like to end on a light note. Actually, can be because as a reader, they say you can't be a leader if you're not a reader. A leader must read. So of course, you have kusoma kubutabao, but away from the serious things. Nyumba live band playing just to have those conversations, meet people. Actually, love making new friends. Njagala nyo kubira socializing n'abantu. So wesanga nyonga ndi nyomba ntu twogera you get. Sikalulu, but I believe nti the more we network is the more we understand
things that we actually don't know. Trying to say the endala bitambula bitabaroza batya. So byagala nnyo. So yeah, bintu byembera mu nnyo.
Okay.
Socializing is most socializing is actually socializing is one of the things I enjoy. Any that has socializing, I am there.
Okay, yes, no problem. Thank you so much, sir. It was a privilege having you on the show.
Thank you for hosting me as well.
All right, maybe we're parting shots so abantu babakulaba to camera.
Njogere ki mwabale kuwachinga. Thank you for, first of all, thank you for hosting me on this show. It's my first time, but I believe we've talked about issues and I'm looking forward to being hosted.
Of course.
Nkubiriza nebaza nnyo mukama wange speaker wa national parliament. Yes, nkutumideko nnyo katulabe how we move, and I'm sure the future is actually bright.
Of course, of course.
For good and my country.
Of course. Kale, tweyanziza nnyo at just 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. From the time we started at 8 a.m. up to now, I have been with Mr. Ngabo, Timoth. He is the Deputy Speaker for Uganda's Youth Parliament. And of course, we've been talking about everything youth and young people. I hope that you've got something for yourself. My name is Edgar. I've been with Lillian Lowed on camera, and of course, Mr. Arnold Mokose Anthony is always in production. In case you want to advertise with us, feel free to just call him. His number is 0701 800 One noti msanvu, noti emunana, noti bili emubili. He'll be able to guide you on how you can advertise your products with us. We can do live streaming for your event in case you have an event. In case you have, you want photography, we do that. Weddings, anything. Videography, we also do that. We do events organizing. We can do events moderation. Everything that is really about media, we're here to serve you. From the entire team, my name is Edgar Matthew Karuhanga. We shall see you tomorrow. It will be a Woman Crush Wednesday with Luwede and Farida right here to take you through the morning. From the entire team, God bless you. God bless Uganda. See you tomorrow. Same time, same station. This is Digitalk TV.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.